ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Read from this. The Mayavadi sannyasis designate themselves as Narayana. Varanasi is still overflowed with many Mayavadi sannyasis. Some people who saw the Lord in his Sankirtana party consider him to be actually Narayana. And this report reached the camp, the great sannyasi Prakashananda. So this is happening when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to North Indian Yatra. Went to Prayag and other places. This is prior to going to Vrindavan. Yeah. On the way. Yeah. So there are sannyasis. So they themselves think that we are Narayana. Aham Brahmasmi. Narayana. But some of them are realized that the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing in that Sankirtan. He's a Narayana actually. And this news came to our king, the great, the Acharya of that Prakashananda Saraswati. In India, there is always a kind of spiritual rivalry between the Mayavadi and the Bhagavata school. And thus, when the news of the Lord reached Prakashananda, he knew that the Lord was a Vaishnava sannyasi and therefore he minimized the value of the Lord because those who brought him the news, he depreciated the activity of the Lord because of his preaching the Sankirtan movement, and which was in opinion nothing but a religious sentiment. Prakashananda was a profound student of Vedanta and he advised his followers to give attention to the Vedanta and not indulge in Sankirtan. So entertainment on the level of mind and body are not considered very important by Vedantists, but Sankirtan is for the pleasing, the congregational pleasing of the Lord. By in a group, in a song of devotees, you are pleasing the Supreme Lord. But this point is not appreciated because they consider everyone equal and there is no concept of superiority in the as a servant dasatva. We are servant of Krishna, so we will please the Supreme Lord. But in the Mayavadi school, everyone is homogeneous, equal, so there is no question of serving the Supreme Lord. That is why they don't appreciate this. Your aim is to understand that equanimity. You are equal with everyone, the Supreme Brahman, and you have to understand by the Nishidhyan. Shastra Shravan and Nisidhyan. You have to meditate on the words of always being meditating on the word of Vedanta. It's very clear they are not appreciative for the Sankirtana movement. Instead, they think this sentimental movement. On the level of mind body. This is not on the level of mind body, it's on the pure level of the soul. The Jiva is trying to please the Lord through the external mind and body. One devotee, Brahmana, who became a devotee of the Lord, did not like the criticism of Prakashananda. And he went to the Lord to express his regrets. He told the Lord that when he uttered the Lord's name before the sannyasi Prakashananda, the latter strongly criticized the Lord. Although the Brahmana heard Prakashananda uttering several times the name Chaitanya, the Brahmana was astonished to see that the sannyasi Prakashananda
could not vibrate the sound Krishna even once, although he uttered the name Chaitanya several times. It's astonishing. So to chant the name of Krishna, we need
40 Janma Punya.
So this particular Brahmana is a devotee of the Lord, and he was very upset by hearing from Prakash Nanda the criticism of Lord Chaitanya. Then he was mentioning to the Lord, and he was mentioning that he was chanting Chaitanya, but is not able to chant Krishna. Yes.
The Lord similarly explained to the devotee Brahmana why the Mayavadi could not utter the holy name. The Mayavadis are offended at the lotus feet of Krishna, therefore they utter always Brahman, Atma, and Chaitanya, etc. And because they are offended at the lotus feet of Krishna, they are actually unable to attend the holy name of Krishna. The name Krishna and the personalities are identical. There is no difference in the absolute realm because between the name, form, and person of the absolute truth, because in absolute realm everything is transcendental. There is no difference between body and the soul of the personality of Godhead Krishna, and thus he is in different from the living entity who is always different from his outer body. Because of Krishna's transcendental position, it is very difficult for layman to actually know the personality of Godhead Krishna, his name, fame, and his form, pastimes are all one and the same transcendental identity, and they are not knowable by exercise of the material senses. Na bhavet grayam indriya sevan mukhai jivado savam evaspradam. The dormant love for Krishna is there in every living entity that has to be arisen by bhakti. So Mayavadi, they are always meditating on the Brahma Vakya, the golden statements mentioned in the Vedas, and that golden statements are being commented by Srila Vyasadeva in his Vedanta Sutra. Those are all they are meditating always under them. So they are since they are offending the lotus feet of Krishna by considering every Krishna as an impersonal feature, homogeneous feature, one with a living entity, they are unable to chant the holy name of the Lord. But Krishna is absolute and the supreme personality. There is no difference between Krishna and his body. So, and there is a difference between Jiva's body, conditioned Jiva's body and soul. This point is not known to them. Therefore, they are offending at the lotus feet of Krishna.
Next, the transcendental relationship of the past tense of the Lord is a source of still more bliss than one can experience by realization of Brahman or by becoming one with the Supreme. Had it not been so, then those who are already situated in the transcendental bliss of Brahman would not have been attracted with the transcendental bliss of the past tense of the Lord. So there is a comparison between the impersonal form of the Lord and personal form of the Lord. They are Brahman, they're only in the Brahman present, there is no much relations and this. If that is so, then why they are attracting to the transcendental fastness of the Lord? Many devotees Brahmavadis, they become
Sukadev Goswami, Sanat Kumar,
they're all after Lord personal.
They all became devotee in the Shanta Bhav.
But they are not Mayavadi, they're Brahmavadi.
Mayavadi, Brahmavadi kya hai? The Advaita philosophy is that they consider Supreme Lord to be homogeneous entity, one with all his external varieties. Varieties we are seeing is illusion. Lord is one within the substratum of all. And then what the form of the Lord you see and appears manifest in the inferior level in the material world, that they consider as an illusion, that they consider as a Maya. But if how can Supreme Lord come under Maya? This is the question by Vaishnava school, right?
Please read next.
After this, a great meeting was arranged by the devotees of the Lord in which all the sannyasi were invited, including Lord and the Prakashananda. In the meeting, both the scholar Lord and the Prakashananda had a long discourse on spiritual value of Sankirtan. The summary is given below.
Please read the summary.
The great Mayavadi sannyasi Prakashananda inquired from the Lord as to the reason for his preferring the Sankirtan movement to study the Vedanta Sutra Prakashananda said that it is the duty of a sannyasi to read the Vedanta Sutra, what caused the Lord to indulge in Sankirtana.
Continue, continue all the discussion.
After this inquiry, the Lord submissively replied, I have taken to the Sankirtan movement instead of the study of Vedanta because I am grateful. Murkhami amara nahi Vedanta dikar Krishna mantra japo sadai mantra sar. The Lord thus presented himself as one of the numberless fool of this age who was absolutely incapable of studying Vedanta philosophy. The fool indulged in the study of Vedanta has caused too much havoc in the society. The Lord thus continued, because I am a great fool, my spiritual master forbade me to play with Vedanta philosophy. He said, better I chant the holy name of the Lord, for that would deliver me from material bondage. In the age of Kali, there is no other religion but glorification of the Lord by utterance of His name, and that is the injunction of the revealed scripture. And my spiritual master has taught me one shlok from the Brihad Narayana Puran, Naradiya Puran. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Eva Kevalam, Karunasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva, Gatiranyata. So, on the order of my spiritual master, I chanted the holy name of Hari, and now I am mad after this holy name. Whenever I utter the holy name, I forget myself completely, and sometimes I laugh, I cry, dance like a madman. I thought I had actually gone mad by this process of chanting. Therefore, I asked my spiritual master about it. He informed me that there was a real effect of chanting the holy name, which produce a transcendental emotion which that is rare manifested. It is a sign of love of God, which is the ultimate end of life. The love of God is transcendental to liberation, and that is called fifth stage of spiritual realization. Above the stage of liberation, by chanting the holy name of the Krishna, one becomes attains the stage of God, and it was good that the fortunate I was favoring with blessing. I was favored with the blessing. So there was a discussion between.
No, complete the whole discussion, then you discuss.
Okay, you want to read? What?
You did.
On the hearing this statement from the Lord, Mayavadi sannyasi asked the Lord what was harming in studying the Vedanta along with chanting the name. Prakashananda said, knew well that the Lord was formerly known as Nimai Pandit, a very learned scholar of Navadvip, and he posing as a great fool certainly to some purpose. Hearing the inquiry from the sannyasi, the Lord smiled and said, my dear sir, if you want to do not mind, I will answer your inquiry. All the sannyasi there was very much pleased with the Lord for his honest dealing and unanimously replied that they would not be offended by whatever reply the Lord spoke. Vedanta Sutra consisting of the transcendental words or sound uttered by the transcendental personality of Godhead. In the Vedanta, there cannot be any deficiency like mistake, illusion, cheating, or efficiency. Inefficiency. Okay. The message of the Upanishad is expressed in the Vedanta Sutra, and what is said there directly is certainly glorified. Whatever interpretation have been given by Sankaracharya have no direct bearing on the sutra, and therefore such commentary spoils everything. The word Brahman indicates the greatest of all, which is full with transcendental opulence superior to all. Brahman is ultimately the personality of God, which is covered by indirect interpretation and established as impersonal. Everything that is in the spiritual world is full of transcendental bliss, including the form, body, place, and paraphernalia. All are eternal, cognizant, and blissful. It is not the fault of the Acharya Shankara that he has interpreted Vedanta, but if someone accepts it, then certainly he is doomed. Anyone who accepts the transcendental body of the personality of God as something mundane certainly commits grace blasphemy. The Lord thus spoke to the sannyasi in the very same way as he spoke to Bhattacharya of Puri. By the forceful argument, he nullified Mayavadi interpretation of the Vedanta Sutra. All the sannyasi there claimed that the Lord was personified Veda and personality of God. All the sannyasi was converted to the cult of Bhakti, and all of them accepted the holy name of Lord Shri Krishna. And he dined together with the Lord with in midst of them. After this conversation of sannyasi, the popularity of the Lord increased in Varanasi, and thousands were assembled to see the Lord. Lord thus established the prime importance of Srimad Bhagavad Dharma, and he defeated all other systems of spiritual revelation. After that, everyone at Varanasi was overwhelmed with transcendental Sankirtan.
Over. Yeah, now you give summary of all the discussions happened there.
So there was a discussion between Prakashananda Saraswati and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prakashananda was a follower of the Shankara Advaita philosophy, and he was more into Shastra Shravan, and he did not accepted the Sankirtana movement. So he he ordered his followers not to attend Sankirtan movement by the Lord, and by the request of some devotees, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji went to the meeting to the gathering of a Mayavadi sannyasi, where and then their Lord there he was asked by the Prakashananda Saraswati Thakur, and Lord by his strong argument convinced the glories of the Sankirtan movement and the Bhakti mark, and sent in the form of the Lord. Okay, and they said that the real meaning of Vedanta is self-explanatory, and the meaning by Sankara is covered meaning, not the actual meaning of the Lord, actual meaning of the Vedanta Sutra. But the actual meaning of the Vedanta Sutra ends with the service to the Lord as the main the main idea of the Bhakti movement. Okay, so this is how Lord convinced by his other arguments, and then all became the overwhelmed and became a follower of Bhakti cult and accepted the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the supreme personality of Godhead.
Amazing point I liked here. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu punctually states his heart by saying as a fool. Then the sannyasis were overwhelmed. That's how the sannyasi is a pandit. He's so humble. That humble activity of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is attracted the most. Then they heard. Otherwise, generally, to hear from you somebody, they should see some quality. No, why I should hear from you? Are you also proud of like Vedantis like us? And if this kind of discussion keep going on, the discussion, comment and logic, Chaitanya understood we cannot defeat this Mayavadism simply based on the logic and other things. First, he himself showed the what is the bhakti process humble, without any falsehood and other things. Then they came to the discussion. They accepted the
Supreme Lord himself is being humble. We try always for very small success or for some little seva, we try to glorify ourselves. But so Supreme Lord, Lord of the universe, he is trying to be humble in front of an ordinary living entity. That is the greatness of the Lord.
Now see, now we are followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We should always like that. We should not like argument. I can defeat him. I can defeat with the logic and philosophy. That is not our mode. Anyway, we have to defeat also, but especially like you are telling now, we keep commenting on somebody here and there, but what we are doing ourselves correct. Next, when the Lord was camping at Varanasi, Sanatana Goswami also arrived after retiring from office. He was formerly one of the state ministers in the government of Bengal. Then under the regime of Nawab Hussain Shah, he had some difficulties in getting relief from the state service. But the Nawab was reluctant to let him leave. Nonetheless, he came to Varanasi and the Lord taught him the principles of devotional service. He taught him about the constitutional position of the living being, the cause of his bondage under material conditions, his eternal relationship with his personality Godhead, the transcendental position of the Supreme Personality Godhead, his expansions in different planetary portions of incarnations, his control of different parts of the universe, the nature of the transcendental abode, devotional activities, their different stages of development, the rules and regulations of achieving the gradual stage of spiritual perfection, the symptoms of different incarnations in different ages, how to detect them and the reference to the context of revealed scriptures. So here the Sanatana Shiksha is going on the Varnashya of the after meeting. There are many things are discussed here. Lengthy is given. Yeah. Read next.
The Lord's teaching to Sanatana Goswami from a big chapter forms a big chapter in the text of Chaitanya Charitamrita, and to explain the whole teaching in a minute detail will require a volume itself. There are treated in the detail in our book Lord Teaching of Lord Chaitanya. These are treated in detail in our book Teachings of Lord Chaitanya.
So Chaitanya Sanatana Shiksha.
There is a chapter on Sanatana Shiksha and the Teaching of Lord Chaitanya.
There you have to-
At Mathura, the Lord visited all the important places. When he reached Vrindavan, Lord appeared in the high family of a high caste Brahmin, and above that the sannyasi. He was the preceptor of all the varnas and ashram, but he used to accept meal from all class of Vaishnava. At Mathura, the Sanodhya Brahman are considered to be the lower status of society, but Lord accepted me in the family of such a Brahmana also because his host happened to be a disciple of Mahadevendra Puri's family.
At one, yes. Since it's here. Read now. No, I thought that you have to share some points here. How Chaitanya Mahaprabhu practices the meals from different people.
Mahaprabhuji said that I don't accept meal from any person who is not a Lakpati.
Chanting the meals.
So one Brahman thought, oh, I'm a poor person. How can Mahaprabhu accept me? And I'm not Lakpati. But Mahaprabhu said, because you are not chanting.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And what is Sanodiya Brahman? Mathura. In his home, Madhendra put to Prasad, no? That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Happened to be a disciple of Madhavendra Puri's family. Was in lineage of Madhavendra Puri. Bhavagrahi Janardana. Janeshu Sakhyam. Right? Uttama Shloka Janeshu Sakhyam. That is in Bhagavatam. Even when the family persons and person related to pure devotees, those persons are also very dear to Krishna. Not only the pure devotees is very dear to Krishna, but person related to the pure devotee, now Krishna never rejects. Ashray layya bhajatare, Krishna nahi tyaja. One who takes shelter of a pure devotee, Krishna will never reject such a.
Let's read next.
At Vrindavan, the Lord took bath in 24 important places or ghats. He traveled through all the 12 important vanas. In these forests, all cows, birds welcome him as if he were their old friend. The Lord began to embrace all the trees of the forest. By doing so, he felt the symptoms of great ecstasy. Sometimes he felt unconscious and he was made again to regain consciousness by chanting the holy name of Krishna. The transcendental symptom that was visible on the body of the Lord during his travel within Vrindavan, the forest of Vrindavan, were unique and inexplicable. We have just given a synopsis only. Some of the important places that Lord visited by the Lord in Vrindavan are Kamyavan, Adishwara, Pavan Sarovar, Kandirvan, Sheshagya,
Sheshashayi.
what is that? Sheshashayi, Khelatirtha, Bandirvan, Badravan,
Badravan, Srivana,
Srivana, Lavana, Mahavana, Gokula, Kalia, Hruda, Dwadasha, Ditya.
Dwadash Aditya.
Dwadash
Keshi Tirtha.
Dwadash Aditya is a place where Sanatana Goswami made the Madan Mohan temple, right? Keshi Tirtha, that is Keshi Ghat, right? When he saw the place where the Rasa dance took place, he fell down in trance. As long as he remained in Vrindavan, he made his headquarters at Akrura Ghat. At Akrura Ghat, Krishna left Vrindavan and Vasudev Krishna went and Vrindavan Krishna was there. So in the mood of gopis, Mahaprabhu was in.
Mm.
From Vrindavan, his personal servitor Krishna Das Vipra introduced him to go back to Prayag to take bath during the Magha Mela. Lord accepted his proposal and they started for Prayag. On the way, they met with some Pathan. Amongst those were a learned Mola. The Lord had some talk with the Mola and his companion,
Maulana.
Maulana and his companion, and the Lord convinced the Maulana that in his Quran also there are description of Bhagavad Dharma and Krishna. All Pathan were converted to his cult of devotional service.
Mm.
When he returned to Prayag, Srila Rupa Goswami and his youngest brother met them near Bindu Madhav temple. This time the Lord was welcomed by the people of Prayag more respectfully. Vallabha Bhatta, who resided on the other bank of Prayag in the village of Adaila, was to receive him at his place, but while going there, Lord jumped into the river Yamuna. With great difficulty, he was picked up in an unconscious state. Finally, he visited the headquarters of Vallabha Bhatta. This Vallabha Bhatta, one of his chief admirer, but later on he inaugurated his own part, the Vallabha Sampradaya. So there was some discussion between Vallabha Bhatta and Mahaprabhu. And Vallabha Bhatta was somehow trying to prove himself higher than Sridhar Swami, the great commentator of Bhagavatam.
The same personality. Came to Jagannath Puri and showed his commentary. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and not accepted. Then he went to Gadadhar Pandit and he gave shelter. Same one?
It is not in Jagannath Puri, it is there in this place only. Prayer.
But Gadadhar Pandit there in Prayag that time?
Gadadhar Pandit, this is written here that, but later on he inaugurated his own party, the Vallabh Sampradaya. This is the Pushti Marg. Is the Vallabha.
This other to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
This, even though he is very bona fide, he is in the Rudra Sampradaya and very bona fide person, but some of his behavior was not being accepted by Mahaprabhu. But that does not mean we will not give due respect to Vallabhacharya. He is a very great personality. On the bank of the Dasashmedha Ghat at Prayag for 10 days continually, the Lord instructed Srila Rupa Goswami in the science of devotional service to the Lord. He taught the Goswami the divisions of the living creatures in 84 lakh species of life, and then he taught him about the human species. Out of them, he discussed the follow or a Vedic principle. Out of them, the fruitic worker. Out of them, the empirical philosopher. Out of them, the liberated soul. He said that there are only few who accept pure devotional. Bhunam Nirmanamante Gyanavan Prapadyante Vasudevam Sarvamiti Samatma. Manushyanam Sahasreshu Kaschit Itade Siddhaye Tam Siddhanam Kaschit Veti Mam Tatvata. Very few persons in their life will achieve success in their activity in the but even among person who have achieved siddhis in the bodily mind platform. There are many who have achieved siddhi or they can not eat for many days and they cannot sleep. Many other things like Arjuna was a Gudakesh, overcome sleep. Still, being a pure devotee is very rare.
So these are all discussions happening in the Sushma Gata with the Rupa Goswami.
There is still a temple there
in Prayagraj.
A prayer of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu giving instruction to Rupa Goswami. Srila Rupa Goswami was the younger brother of Sanatana Goswami, and when he retired, from the service, he brought with him 2 boat full of gold coin. This means that he thought with some 100,000 of rupees accumulated by the labor of the service, before leaving home for Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji, he divided the wealth as follows. 50% for the service of the Lord and devotees, 25% for the relatives, and 25% for his personal need in case of emergency. In this way, he set an example for all householders. The Lord taught the Goswami about devotional service, comparing it to a creeper, and advised him to protect the bhakti creeper most carefully against the mad elephant, often against the pure devil. In addition, the creeper has to be protected from the desire of sense gratification, monastic liberation, and perfection of Hatha Yoga system. They are all determinantal on the path of devotional service. Similarly, violence against the living being and desire for worldly gain, worldly reception, worldly fame are all detrimental to the progress of bhakti or Bhagavad Dharma.
Bhakti Latha Bij.
So bhakti is the seed and prema is the fruit. We have to offer the water of Shravan and Kirtan to get the result fruit. But in between, in the process of offering Shravan and Kirtan, the mad elephant of offense cut down the Bhaktilata tree, the creeper. Therefore, we must be very careful in guarding us. The pride that we have in maintaining our false identity in the material world. We want to maintain our false identity in material world. In dealing with others, also we try to have our dominance, and therefore we commit so many offenses that even after many years of devotional service, that is not giving the true fruit of prema because of our result of our offense against devotees.
We continue tomorrow then.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.